What up, what up, what up? Drop to me. Make sure you like on the way in, y'all. Drop in where you're coming from, man. Drop where you're coming from. Drop where you coming from. Drop where you coming from. Drop it like it's hot. I'll put that thing in my jig away. Let me know where y'all coming from, man. Ooh, just got dark. What's good, Frankie? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? I'm just Connecticut. Yeah, let me know where you're at. Connecticut. Where at in Connecticut? I used to live in Connecticut. Fun fact. Washington State. What's good? Ray said, I love Nick Cannon. Of course you do. Houston. Might be moving there, maybe. I like Houston. Massachusetts, Colorado, at Lewis. I'm pretty sure that's St. Louis. Don't worry about the dark. I'll be back. Sweet Baby Ray sent me Michigan, Massachusetts, Maryland. I'm here, y'all. I know it's dark. Give me a minute. I'm doing something. I'm being mysterious. All right. Turning that light on. See how I turn the light on as I walk out of the room? Because that makes sense. It look like Mississippi. MS is Mississippi, right? High from Missouri, Wyoming. What's good, y'all? What's good? Hey, make sure you hit the like button. That sends this out into the algorithm averse. Branford, Connecticut. I don't know where that's at. I used to live in Fairfield, which is like near Bridgeport. If you know where Bridgeport is. Everybody always knows where Bridgeport is. PA. I was like a kid, though. I was really young. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. I'm over here balling out, y'all. Just balling. I'm just so rich. I'm just rolling in the dough. In my house that I rent with my frozen pizza that I'm eating. Yeah, I'm going somewhere with that. That's why I brought it up. 71 people, 27 likes. Let's fix that ratio, y'all. I don't care about it. It's not about an ego thing for me. I just know that helps this shit get out there. So if you care about the shit getting out there, do me a favor and yoink that button real quick. For some reason right now, YouTube homepage keeps giving me an error message. YouTube is down, but I clicked on it. Yeah, YouTube was acting goofy with me on some comments. So I'm gonna talk slightly in code. YouTube is down. YouTube is just messed up right now. Okay. Well, we're gonna try to muscle through this. If y'all can hear me, for those of you that are here, what up? I got a song that I'm working on. I released a little snippet of it if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, throw me a little thumbs up to let me know you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, the snippet is on all my stuff. The song's called Wood Chippers. So I'm sure you can use your imagination and understand where I'm going. By the way, if anybody sees this, let me just go ahead and clarify before y'all screenshot and be like, Mees is wearing a upside down cross. Yep, it is an upside down cross. So there's a right side up cross, and the shirt says more parents, less perverts. And I mean these satanic perverts. That's why the cross is, okay, I'm talking about these mofos, okay? And that's why the parents are up here with the cross, because godly parents, more godly parents, less satanic perverts. Y'all dig? So for y'all fucking, he sold out to the Illuminati. As I'm in my fucking house and I'm renting, eating frozen pizza for dinner, man. So, but that's kind of why I'm live right now, bro. Y'all, bro, peeps, fams. Happy Lunar New Year, by the way. If anybody, is there anybody Asian in here? Do I have? I think the Asian community is like 3% of the population in America. Besides my lovely wife, do I have any Asian folks in the Saint Squad? Let me know. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, like problem. Yeah, it's a lot of people having problem. Never could sell out. It's not. Yeah, it's not my soul's destiny. I love that. Facts. So listen though, and I know I shouldn't let people in the comments bother me, but this is it's bigger than this person's comment that somebody wrote earlier just recently. I was trying to catch back up on my most recent posts and stuff, and it was something to the effect of, okay, my song Wood Chippers, again, y'all could probably guess what that's about, right? I don't write it in here. Please don't write it in here. Don't write anything that's gonna trigger the whatever, censors and all that, right? But this one comment was like, oh, so you're just gonna capitalize on other people's pain and things that are going on and blah, blah. Basically, something that I've had people say multiple times on multiple different occasions for multiple different songs. People said shit like that about Charlie Kirk when I made a song about that. And listen, first of all, I'm not rich, okay? Let me just reiterate that for the fucking millionth time. Your boy is not rich, okay? And even if I was rich, and I would throw in the comments while I'm talking about it. My idea of my definition. Do I what's the word I'm looking for? Do I do what I love to do for a living? Yes. Am I self-employed? Yes. Praise God. By the grace of God, I am able to do what I love to do for a living. I ate shit for fucking most of my life. Like if I was being, like, from the time I started pursuing a career in it, over like 50% of my life. Amen. I appreciate you saying that. You're a Frankfurt Square success story. Much love. That's what's up, for sure. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, dude, the difference between self-employed, which there's literally millions of people in America that are self-employed, that own their own trade company or own their own whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like self-employed, that's what I am. I'm self-employed. I literally don't have any employees. I'm just me. There was a time for most of my career so far, like when I say my career, I mean since like 2020, when I started releasing music, and just kind of never looked back, okay? Chuck, it's Brian G. Jake. Hey, yo, what's good, bro? Yo, that's awesome, man. It's so dope to hear from you, man. I'm good, bro. I hope you're doing good too. I wrote to say, but so Brian can fucking tell you, bro. I'm not rich, okay? So any money that I do make from music literally goes to pay bills or I'm married with 2 children. For anybody who doesn't know, like, I don't expect y'all to fucking know every damn thing about me. So I'm gonna try to be a little more transparent when I communicate on shit. But the bottom line is, after paying bills and providing the best I can from my family, you know what I'm saying? Anything I have left over at the end of the day goes into my music. Okay. And before anybody says, yeah, well, you've been posting about this car, this car, this car. Okay. Yes, I bought this. Okay. I bought this car. Okay. This car is the price of basically a brand new Corvette. All right. I guarantee you can go pretty much any fucking neighborhood in America, middle class or above, okay, which, again, but pretty much any middle class neighborhood, and you'll find someone that has a Corvette. All right. This was a fucking dream car of mine, a goal of mine. And when I was finally in a position that I had enough put to the side that I could do that, I did that. All right. And y'all are also about to see some cool shit regarding that car, as far as like why and just my motives and things like that. So, I don't know. So again, if y'all think I'm fucking rich, because like I would never like some of my friends' dads had fucking Corvettes and nice fucking muscle cars and whatever. And it's not a muscle car. It's not whatever. I wanted that. I was a dope boy growing up. Okay, I sold drugs. I long since spoke about this shit. I looked up to the drug dealers growing up. I looked up to the wrong people. I'm not saying that's cool. I'm saying that's the way I grew up. And I fucking, I had a Cadillac. I had fucking a Cadillac Eldorado at 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? With Vogues and the whole bit. I had another Cadillac in my 20s. I had like a Cadillac Seville or DeVille on fucking 22s. Like I've always been on the classic luxury car type shit. That's what I like. Okay, whatever's your thing. I also like, my dream car is a Chevelle, like a '70 Chevelle. And if I'm able to, and God gives me enough years on this earth, and my uncle enough years on this earth, I would love to. He's a mechanic. I would love to build one from as frame up, with my uncle, because I just think that'd be dope to do. And he's a car guy, and he really likes cars, and he's the blood brother of my father who passed away. So he's kind of like the closest I have to my biological father in my life. And so, him and I are close, and not that me and my father who raised me, stepfather, which I don't call him step, but whatever, like, we're very close as well, but he's not a mechanic. He's a carpenter, and he helped me build my studio. So, that was dope to do together too. So, anyways, man, like I was saying, bro, I'm not fucking rich. You know what I mean? And right now, honestly, right this fucking second round now, I'm like, cause that car kind of did put me in a fucking pinch that I didn't expect. Not, it's like, duh, fucking, it's not that. It's just some other shit that happened at the same time. And if I could go back, I would have waited on that. I didn't. I can't now. It is what it is. So I'm definitely not fucking rich right now. But I think I asked, and it's so hard to see the comments. So bear with me, y'all. Like the comments, it's not that, it's just I'm looking on my phone, and my phone only has. Let me get some more lights in here. Hold on one second. Let there be light. So I can only see like 1 or 2 comments at a time, and then by the time I'm reading them, for take this for what it's worth. If you guys really want me to be able to see your comment, keep it short, like real fucking short, because if it's long, it's like shh, and then another one pushes it off the screen. So like I just saw like a cross emoji. I'm not rich. My car just got repossessed. So, bro, I've been there. Um, I had two fucking cars repossessed. I had a Jeep Cherokee repossessed when I was like 24, 25. And then the fucking Cadillac DeVille that I was talking about. I had that shit. So, you know, I slept in my car. I lived in my car for years chasing this music shit. And, you know, it's funny, all these people in the comments, and there's not many of them. Again, it's mostly love. It's mostly people showing up and being awesome. And I definitely could not be where I'm at with the majority of the comments, or the majority of the type of people that comment the good things that y'all post and say. So, and the shares and the love and everything. So I know that it's a small amount of people that hate and do that dumb shit. So you know, I don't really let it consume much of my thought process, to be honest. But sometimes it just, I want to vent about this shit. Because if I don't, I'm going to waste my time commenting. Yeah, I mean, the tests and the trials, man, and shit like that, bro, we just got to go, we got to get through them. You know what I'm saying? I heard a pastor say, when you're going through hell, the main thing is don't stop. Go through, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Don't camp out. So, but so I wanted to say this about, like, first of all, in the comments, guys, is, you know, more than just subs is watch later and playlist words. But what was I finna say? Oh, so I'm actually just interested. I'm curious what you guys' idea. If I look like I'm looking, my shit's on the side. I'm supposed to look here, I guess. That's where the camera is. Well, I'm trying to read the comments. Shit got me like fucking cross-eyed. But y'all can, I'm actually interested what people's definition of rich, and I do mean financially. I know people said you're rich in spirit or rich and that's, you know, I agree. Like there's way more important things at the end of the day than money. So, but just curious because, like I said, I'm not rich, man. In my opinion, rich is I could stop today what I'm doing and I would never have to work again. And so basically take whatever, you know, your annual amount of money that you need to live the lifestyle that you live, whether it's however you live. We don't live that crazy, you know. We're just in a normal middle class neighborhood with, like I said, right now we're renting and that's because we have moved so much and we're just kind of in limbo, don't really know 100% what the next move is. So we just said, let's just rent for a minute. But to me, rich is if you have enough money in the bank or wherever, in your safe or your vault or wherever the hell you got it, buried in the backyard, whatever, that you could stop working and never have to work again. You know, based on everything, based on inflation, based on, I can tell you I am nowhere near that. All right. Not even in the fucking vicinity of that, you know? So it's a fucking joke when people, but it pisses me off because if I don't respond to it, then I always think, man, if I don't respond to it and then someone else reads that shit, somebody who's coming into my, yeah, perfect way of saying it is work becomes optional. Not that I would quit. I don't think I'd always be doing something. But I always feel like if I don't ever want people to come into my comments because I don't get a chance to read all of them. I don't get a chance to respond to all of them. What's going on, man? I just being honest, like between YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I don't even post on. I literally, while I'm doing this, I like forgot TikTok even exists. I don't have TikTok on this phone. I have another phone. It's like my work phone. And I don't even have, I have TikTok on that phone and I don't even use it. I got so frustrated with TikTok because they kept deleting my accounts. Like I build it up, they build it, and over the most bullshit reasons. And so I was like, fuck TikTok. And I literally forget that TikTok even exists, but whatever. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which I don't really do much on Twitter anyways, but whatever I post. It's just, dude, then you got comments, then you got DMs, then you got, it just never stops, which praise God. I'm not bitching. I'm grateful that God has given me the following and platforms that he's given. I'm not bitching whatsoever, but I'm just saying I do not get to see every comment. Like realistically, I don't get to. I try to be as consistent as I can. DMs are just fucking almost impossible for me. But it is what it is. But it drives me crazy when someone says some hate shit because I'm like, fuck, man, if I don't respond to this at least once and say something like somebody else, if they just drop a trash can, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like if they say trash or, what, like there's certain shits like, whatever, dude, fuck you, I don't care. But if somebody appreciate that. Thank you, Tabitha. I appreciate that, and I do appreciate how much love you're always showing. That definitely means a lot. Yeah, I just like, man, it's like I feel like I gotta respond because someone new could be coming, believe that bullshit about me, whatever they say or whatever. And so when people question my integrity, rich me is having faith in Jesus Christ and take care of me every day. Praise God. No, it's dope. Amen. For sure. Again, I meant literally in a financial, just out of like, what is the dollar, not even a dollar amount because it's going to be different, but like, what does that look like? Because it's different to everybody, But yeah, ultimately, God, our faith in God it over supersedes anything. So yeah, this comment kind of pissed me off earlier. Basically implying that this song I'm about to put out Friday is, again, the whole clout chase idea. It's just like, dog, I don't know how else to say this. I'm an artist. I make music from the heart about, it's like what I think and what I feel comes out in music. Everybody's talking about what's going on right now. Hate gets no breath. Yeah, amen. But there's a difference between hate and somebody saying something. You know what I'm saying? There's like, it's still hate. And so I know what you mean. And I try to ignore it. And if it's hate, just pure, like obvious, you're just a hater saying some stupid hate shit. Like I said, I'm pretty good. And actually, those are the easiest. I usually like it or be like, God bless you. It's the ones that be like I said, trying to question your character. Yeah, shit like that. I'm like, mother, you know what I'm saying? And it really does piss me off. And I wish it didn't because I know who I am at the end of the day. But the thing is, and I get new people on comments, on posts every day or every post whenever or probably every day, like just from old shit. Like there's new people that I still get people that are just finding some of my first songs that I put out, in 2020 or before that, still to this day, people are finding. So it's like, those people don't know me. Those people don't know. They haven't followed what I've been about for 5 years, 6 years, whatever. They haven't followed. They haven't seen and I think about that kind of shit. And so when somebody says, yeah, you're doing this shit for the money, and I'm like, motherfucker, you have no idea how much I don't do shit for money. Like how many opportunities I've had to sell out, how many opportunities I've had. Like I tried to pursue a career in music for like 20 years before I actually popped. So like I literally had so many opportunities to get into the industry that's now being exposed. You know what I'm saying? Like literally down to the point where like not joking. I'm not saying it's like because I think it's cool or I'm but like popular or something like that. I could have literally been at the level of these people that are like getting exposed for all this crazy shit. Like I could have been operating on that level. Like I could have known some of these people. Like I was getting like J Records, and we're talking about 20 years ago. J Records, which is for you that don't know what J Records is, that's the label that Clive Davis owns, and he's the guy that signed Alicia Keys, and you understand, like major, major, major fucking record label. My wife just got home. Shh, shh, shh. Don't say anything. She's home.
What?
What? So yeah, could have signed with people like that. 2000, and then like a couple years after that, I had an opportunity with Jay-Z, Russell Simmons, and L.A. Reid, like all in the same meeting. And the night before, I got yeah. I got the fucking rug pulled out from me, and so all I'm trying to say is there's so many opportunities or times where God just blocked something because he was like, nope, you're not going this way. I'm not going to let you get into that. I have a different path for you. And so it just and then I know like just moves of integrity that I've done. They're telling me I have to give you a kiss.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live, bro. I'm alive. I'm alive and well.
I'm gonna go shower.
You ain't gonna give me a kiss?
Baby.
Everybody watched. So I just know myself. I know the integrity that I have when it comes to a lot of shit. And I've never been a motherfucker that gets like
I haven't seen it.
motivated by
My YouTube.
selling out. There's something wrong with YouTube right now, I guess.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Your YouTube ain't no wrong.
Well, it is because there was like, I don't know, people have been saying a lot of shit that it's not working. But yeah, so I don't know why, but that really fucking irritates me. Oh, friendly advice. Okay, so let's talk about friendly advice. I don't really know what to say about it other than I'm just gonna keep it a buck. There was shit that I said in that song and it really wasn't even about the ICE subject. I said things which I didn't mean as a disrespectful way towards about my father. It was just like a bar or two in there, but every time I heard it, and it just didn't sit well with me, and and that's another like as I'm talking about it, it's like that song was doing decent, and I just if shit don't, I can't tell you how many times like I've made decisions that they're like it's the opposite decision. Can I change that little part? No, but I took lines from the song and I got it on a new one that I'm gonna put out, and I don't know. Maybe I'll do something. I don't know. There's just things about that song that didn't sit right with me, and it's not the ICE subject. I'm not like backing off I still think that ICE is a good thing that needs to be in place, and we need to, it's nothing like that. It just, yeah, I don't know. I could give y'all a really long explanation on it, or I could just basically keep it a buck that it's just like, it just didn't sit right with me. And again, it's I don't know. I just know in my gut when I feel a certain way, and yeah, I didn't diss my parent. Like the bar I think I said was thought I'd end up like my father, and I really meant like dead. My father took his life, for those of you who don't know. And so that was really what I meant when I wrote it. But then the next line, I said, end up like my dad. I thought I'd end up like my dad. Instead, I got $250,000 up in my nightstand. And it kind of made my dad sound like a deadbeat. And I was just like, fuck. Like, I didn't think of it until the song was already done and, like, you know, uploaded and everything. And then I was like, and it just, when I was editing the video, and then I had a problem with uploading the video, for those of you that know. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a problem uploading the video, which never happens for me. Like, the way the problem that I had, which I literally just never had problems, unless there's like a Wi-Fi issue or some, normal shit, but like literally never. So I don't know. So yeah, that, and it's just like, you know what, man, like, I don't, if I feel some type of way about some shit, I don't need to, and I don't necessarily need to make a song about everything going on. If I feel like I should, then I will. Or if I feel like it's expressing or getting something off my, I just felt like the song kind of went all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Creeker. That's just, so I just took it down. And I do apologize to those of you that enjoyed the song. All I can say is I'm gonna keep making music. I'm not, I'm not yanking everything down or nothing. There may be a time when, yeah, maybe I'll do a remix or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm really focused on the song that I'm about to put out Friday. It's called Wood Chippers, and or Wood Chipper or Wood Chippers. I'm not sure. What do y'all think? Should it be called Wood Chipper or Wood Chippers with an S? I think Wood Chippers with an S. But y'all let me know what you think. So I'm gonna. I fucking S definitely. Yeah, I agree. So I just feel like I appreciate you saying that. My father passed away when I was a baby, man. I was like 2 years old. Almost. I was like 2.5, whatever. So, it's obviously something that I've long since come. I wrestled with this shit a lot when I was younger, and I still have moments, but I'll show you a picture of my pops. I still got his Bible. He was an old style drinker for you Chicago folks, with a Z. Somebody said with a Z. So he was Italian. I'm Italian and Irish. So this is a clock that my grandparents, they just passed away too. Less than 24 hours apart from each other. It's pretty crazy. But this is my father's Bible. So he just liked his old style. So kept one of those. He rode Harleys. So it's my piggy bank. See, I'm so rich, guys. I'm a sellout. I'm an Illuminati sellout. I'm so rich. Fucking gosh. I thought I had a picture over here of him, but I don't know where it's at right now. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So yeah, this is my dad. And that little shit on his lap is me. And then that's my brother, my older brother. So, that's Pops. So anyway, I I titled this live "Just Don't Talk About It." Wood chippers, I see it. You know, and I think people, man, I don't get it. I don't. Well, I do. I get it because there's a lot of piece of shit people that really do just capitalize and have no heart, have no fucking. They don't give a shit about nothing. You know, anything to make the buck, and that's fucked up. You know, and I think that's, there's lower people in earth. My gun, I love my girl, I love my guns, and you ain't gonna ever take. Did you see the shirt sitting on the bench? Is that why you said that? Because that's really weird if you didn't see the shirt sitting on the bench because I was actually gonna go in the garage. I got a million of them shirts, man. If y'all want a Buns and Guns shirt, man, go hit up the website, man. I gotta sell those. I literally just, I'm such a greedy guy. I'm such a fucking sellout, money hungry guy that I don't push anything. I just make music, man. That's how I talk. That's how I communicate. So when the whole fucking world's upside down because of some sick PDFs that are fucking this whole fucking world up, I'm trying to get like all my merch shit together. I mean, like I said, right now everything's kind of in limbo because we're like not even really sure what we're gonna do with where we're staying, and it's just kind of everything's been on hold with that. But yeah, like fucking what was I just saying? The um, yep, just forgot like that. Brain fart. The hell was I just saying? I don't know. Oh, just there's worse things I guess you could be called or accused of, um, not than PDFs. I think that's about as low as it gets. But I'm saying like like a clout chaser or you know what I'm talking about, like people chasing clout or people I forgot what grifters and shit like that. I think that's fucking I don't it really because you gotta have pretty much no integrity to be like that, and that's something that I don't want to be fucking accused of because it's not who I am. So, and I work fucking really hard not to be, what I'm saying? Like I fucking go out of my way to side, like, sidestep the bullshit. What does it say? When I posted on the post you made about being accused of selling out, I said you sold out your integrity, but that I didn't know for what. I'm not, what do you mean? Because of Mayor Mag. Oh. Yeah, I mean, man, listen, bro, like, I'll just say this, man, like, comments, just, when you speak on shit, like, if you don't know somebody personally, man, I would say, personally myself, like, dude, when I'm on the internet and I'm just scrolling through and shit, how do you sell out integrity? Integrity is something when you do, nobody's looking. Red, white, and blue is fire. Yeah, like, look, Blow, Blow is a good dude. He's been one of the fucking most solid, fucking loyal people. He's not though. You call him I'm assuming you mean a grifter. Yeah, he's not though. He's not a fucking grifter. He is the same fucking dude offline. That dude 1,000 fucking percent supports Trump and believes in You know, I mean that dude was at every single fucking rally. That dude was at. Okay, he could be a political rapper. That doesn't make somebody a grifter. His lane is that lane, and he stayed in his fucking lane, and that's just no, politics isn't grifting. That's not grifting. I disagree 1,000%, dog. Like if somebody feel it's just like if somebody wants to be a Christian rapper or a gangster rapper or a fucking fill in the blank. If that's what they are, if that's what they are, this dude is literally friends with politicians. He fucking knows them. He's got them on a fucking on his phone. Like he talks. He's met Trump multiple times. You know, he's been to Trump's fucking Mar-a-Lago shit. Like, and I'm not saying any of that shit. I'm not saying any of that shit is cool or not cool or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying he's not fake and he's not grifting. He's not making this music for a money grab. Matter of fact, I know again, bro. I know this motherfucker personally. He makes way more fucking money doing all sorts of other shit. The music shit is just because he likes rap. And the funny shit is, bro, people like say, oh, he's people say all sorts of shit about him. And this is something that I know. People say all sorts of shit about all sorts of people they don't know. They've never met, they don't know them. I was drawn to your spiritual music. I appreciate that. I have plenty more on the way. I have plenty more on the way, and if you don't like a song of mine, I'm not holding a gun to nobody's head to tell them to listen to shit. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that the spirit world, okay, and the political world, and because you're talking about policies that impact entire countries, which impact entire states and cities and neighborhoods, it comes all the way down. So this is a spiritual war that's going on. And I've always been someone who has recognized that. I got kind of sucked into something that I feel like finally getting myself apart from in some ways, because I have very much been a person between you and MAGA rappers, and then yes, I drew a line as in between. I am not that, but I literally said in the song, go back and listen in the song, brother. Go back and listen, because you mentioned that song multiple times, bro. No, my Chris, my songs are not MAGA, bro. Like, that's cool, but like, no, I'm not a MAGA rapper, bro. I'm not a MAGA rapper. I made one song called Trump 2020, and to this day, I wish I didn't call it that shit. Because really, if I didn't call it that shit, there's really nothing you could even say that I have that is like a Trump endorsing fucking thing. And the thing is, it's not about endorsing Trump or not endorsing Trump. It's about I work too motherfucking hard as an artist, bro, to put me in some fucking little box. Okay? So when I say I'm not a MAGA rapper, I said in the song, and I had Bryson, a picture of me going like this with Bryson and I think Tyson. I didn't even know Blow at the time. Me and Blow, I knew who he was, but I didn't even know him. Like we had never even met. So I was friends with Bryson, so I made it very clear, because yes, I am friends with some of them guys. I'm friends with Bryson, I'm friends with Tyson, and I've texted both of them after they fell out, like, man, I fucking hate to see this shit. I hope y'all are able to put this shit behind y'all. But that's between them, and I ain't trying to talk about all that shit. But at the end of the day, I'm friends with both of those dudes. I'm friends with Topher, who was a part of that whole movement. I'm friends with Blow, who is basically the head of that shit. Okay, he basically invented and created that fucking lane. I was like, I have always been someone who has said, bro, even like Christian rap, I was like, no, I'm not a Christian rapper. And a lot of times I felt almost like sinful or blasphemous for saying that, like disrespectful to God. But I was just like, if I ever become or feel like I am solely just a Christian rapper, I have no problem like wearing that title, whatever. But I'm a hip hop artist. That's it. That's what the fuck I am. I'm a hip hop artist. Kaden, I'm an independent rapper. You got any advice for me in releasing mixtapes sometime this year? Be yourself, bro. Be yourself. Was pointing out tipping point of the spiritual war we are in. 100%. Thank you for saying that, One King. Don't explain yourself. You are a rapper, period. Yeah, you're a versatile rapper. Nah, but here's the thing, bro. Like, if someone's rest, but you cuss like we do, because I believe a lot of the rest of you believe like a lot of the rest of us, but you cuss like we do. Yeah. If your most popular songs are for political ones, why not just embrace it? Because they're popular. But I don't look at the news, calling out the news for trying to divide us. One of my most popular songs is News. Never ever watch the shit. That is not political. That's not political. Another one of my most popular songs is Guest, which definitely ain't political. Home, Black and White. Racial issues, they've created that shit to be fucking. Everything that I speak about is just life that's going on. You don't see me out here like you don't see me go out here like, and I appreciate you. I'm assuming that it's hard to read that, but it looks like it's maybe Jagged 420 Glaze. Okay, Jagged 420 Glaze. Yeah, bro. Like I'm trying to have a decent, like a civil conversation about this. You went viral for all the wrong reasons recently. It's extremely unfortunate. Yeah, it's at the end of the day, like I'm someone who loves God, loves my country, hates what our fucking government is about. And I thought that Trump was the answer for a while. And I still believe that Trump has done a lot of good things, but I'm starting to, I don't know at this point. I'm on the fence about, I'm not one of these people that's just gonna blindly support somebody when facts and other things point, and I don't, that's the thing is I'm not like this super political engaged person. When I tell you the most involved in politics person I know is Blow. And when I talk to him, he's like, nah, bro, like these accusations about this and this, they've never been validated. There's no da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? And so when I tell you that dude's not grifting, that dude's not, he genuinely, like he'd take a fucking bullet for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like he fucking like genuinely loves that dude. He believes that he is the fucking, and I'm not saying worships him or whatever, but he genuinely believes that like Trump is the dude that has really helped bring, make America great again, which is why he's MAGA. I'm not on that shit. Like every once in a while, bro, I've hung out with that dude more than probably any other artist in like the last 2 years. Does who have a little hat in his closet? Blow? No, fuck no. If that's who you're talking about. And that's the beauty of the America I grew up in. If I disagree with him, I could tell him like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I agree. And me and him could completely disagree about it and still be homies. And Blow never tried to push music on me, working together. He would always, out of his own mouth would be like, he's like, nah, you ain't a MAGA rapper, bro. Like he would say that shit to me all the time. Like when we first like started hanging out and talking and all that shit, he would, out of his mouth, he would say that. I don't like his public persona, but I do like some of his music. I do not like the song he did about lynching. Yeah, he got a lot of heat about that song, but bro, it's look, slavery in America made that shit have a bad look. Like that's all I can say. Hanging was one of the number one executions of what is the word? Somebody help me out with. Even like you don't even like any politician, like, but Trump is innocent of it. I don't know if he is or not. I don't know. It's not beyond the realm of my belief to think that he could have did something. And if he did, and if there's evidence, it's fuck him like everybody else, bro. That's the bottom line. I will never consciously like just, oh, nothing to see here about anybody. I don't worship no man. You know what I'm saying? He's done a lot of good things in this country. You know, he you know, and I'm grateful that, you know, but the things that are being exposed now, I might not have known like the name, you know, Epstein or whatever, until, you know, Trump was in office. But I'm not like, I knew about this shit for 15 years. I have songs that go like that I haven't even released yet called Evil in Disguise and all this shit where I talked about this shit because I seen the devil's hand and all this shit going on and all the fuck shit because I was pursuing a career in the music industry. So God opened my eyes up to shit going on in the music industry 15 years ago to help deep like, nope, skirt, that's not the direction you're going. So I knew that this evil kind of shit was going on in the world and I've made songs about the shit, but that was 15 years ago. I didn't start really releasing music publicly until 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 2020. Like, so, you know, I have literally hundreds of songs that are just sitting in my fucking hard drives and shit that I never even dropped. So, I knew a lot of this shit, but a lot of people, and I know a lot of other people knew about this shit. A lot of other people knew about the shadow government, all this other shit. But let's just be honest, a lot of shit wasn't getting exposed. And I will give Trump the credit where the credit is due. For whatever reason, it is now being exposed since he's ran for office and whatever else. And so whether he deserves the credit for that or not, I really don't give a shit. But but yeah, I don't want to get on some like crazy, you know, whatever. The bottom line is I am a hip hop artist, a rap artist. That's it, man. Like there's no subgenre, you know. If I was to ever put a subgenre on what kind of hip hop artist I would be considered, the only one that I would ever do would be I would consider myself a Christian artist if I was going to completely go into that lane of music. In other words, but you know, like whatever, just like make a shift into that lane. But you know, I don't know if that'll happen or not. I'm just an artist. I'm just a hip hop artist, man. I make hip hop music. I make art with clothing. I make art, you know, with pictures. I make art with music videos. Man, I got a ton coming, homie. Like I got like fucking 5, 6 albums I'm working on right now, all at the same time, because that's how I always do it. I just record and record and record. I got one hopefully dropping by the end of this month. It's called Patriot Music, so it might not be, but there's you know there's songs in there. There's a song called Americant, Cant, Americant, and it's got Struggle on it, Struggle Jennings. I mean, if you don't like that one, being that you said yourself, you're MAGA, you're pro-American and everything, but you like the spiritual thing more, bro, if you don't like that song, I don't know what to say. Because it's literally me saying, America can't continue without God. Like if we don't get God back in the driver's seat of our country, are you Mexican or Mexican? Like, so that one is probably one of my favorite records on there. One King is on there. God Foremost is on there. So I'm trying to get the album mixed, bro. Silver Wolf. I'm trying to get the album mixed. That's why it's not dropped yet. The song I'm dropping this Friday will be on there. America First is on there. COVID 23 is on there. Uh, whatever. There's a lot of songs, and so it's an album that was gonna put out before me and Adam did our album. That's how long I've been, kicking the tires on this one and trying to get this album done. And and then honestly, because the album that me and Adam did was like nothing political. Yes, I'm gonna put CDs, do CDs. Nothing basically political on the album that me and Adam did. I was kind of like, okay, this is my clean slate because I know that I had this stigma or whatever you want to call it as a political rapper and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, maybe, but just for the lack of just a long whatever, it just didn't happen. Okay, I just didn't drop an album. After that, did a lot of stuff. We moved, my whole family, we moved. We had a lot of things going on last year. And so when me and Adam finished that album, I was pretty gassed. I was away from my family for a really long time working on it. Nah, not slacking. I know you're joking, but like I just really, really, I'm excited to get this album out, but it's really like an album I was working on for so long that it, it's gonna drop. I'm gonna do my best to promote it and push songs on it and make sure that people hear it. Hopefully I can get a tour, man. I don't know. I need a booking agent, bro. Like that's just the bottom line. You don't get tours without a booking agent. But I'm trying to release this project. Yeah, Revelations are definitely playing out. Once this album releases, like I said, I'm gonna do everything I can to give it is the best promotion and push that I can. And then I'm shifting into like again, I got one, two, possibly three, four, what else? Five, six. I mean, there's like seven other albums I'm working on. So I got music for, and that again, those seven albums that I'm working on, and they're like in different stages of being done. Some are like halfway done, some are like almost all the way done. Like that's not counting no bullshit. At least I don't know 100 songs that I got in hard drives from the whole time I was rapping, my whole life that I recorded and never really put out. Maybe I dropped on like a little CD around the neighborhood and passed out or whatever. But like for the most part, never pushed them, never put them out, never promoted. I have like at least 100 of those songs that are just sitting on hard drives that I'm like, what am I gonna do with these? Like I don't even know because you know, I feel like some of them should get released. Um, but I need yeah. Do I need help in more ways than I can tell you? Um, but anyway, man, I think it's lame when people accuse someone of making a song, and I know there's people that do it, bro. I know there's people that do it. I know that there's people that that's their whole thing, and it's not just music. Whatever it is, they're just a clout chaser, and whatever's hot, they do it. Um, I appreciate you saying that, homie. I like it's not even about the money, and paying to release it or not. It's just you know doing it in a way that it's done right. You know what I mean? Especially if I've been hanging on to it for as long as I have. But trust me, I'm trying to maybe do like a book that kind of has the evolution of everything. Like I got plans, I really do. I can't decide how I feel. I gotta ask church. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you mean up church or go to church or whatever, but I don't know if you trolling over cussing and rap. So a box set with a book, yeah, something like that. But um, I forgot what I was just gonna say about. Oh, but yeah, I don't. I know there's people that do that. I know there's people that grift, that clout chase, all that shit. and it's sad, bro. But I don't know why I'm wired the way I'm wired, but you know, when I see what's going on in the world, um, I'm just like the rest of y'all. I fucking got a phone. I got friends that talk. I mean, the things that go on influence me, and sometimes, you know, music was an outlet. When I was 16, the first song I ever wrote, I was suicidal, and I wrote a poem essentially that made me feel better. So music is a release for me. Music is therapy. So I don't know if the shit going on in the world bothers y'all. I'm sure it does. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that are going, like, but I pay attention, and I got two options. I can bury my head in the sand and be like, la, 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 and act like the shit ain't happening. Or I can do what I think we're supposed to do, which is fucking at least pay attention and at least try to understand, at least try to, you know what I mean? And when I do that, I can't help but be in you know, the shit makes an impression on me. And then a lot of that is heavy, man, or it pisses me off. Like I said, more parents, less perverts. Like I get pissed off when I think about, and it's a release for me. It's therapeutic. But you know, it's like I spend a shit ton of money between recording and mixing and shooting the videos and all, and time, all the. It's crazy as hell to be like, oh, it's a cloud chase. Well, if y'all saw how much profit I actually get off the top by the time I'm done doing everything, not to mention the hundreds and hundreds, no exaggeration, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars I spent my whole life trying to get a career in this shit on studio time and every fucking paying for courtside seats to try to get my demo to people. And I mean, dog, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars my whole life trying to get a fucking a career in music. And then once I actually had a career in it, I reinvested almost every dollar that wasn't spent on my family. Anything that wasn't spent on paying, you know, just providing and taking care of my family went back into music. So again, like we were talking about earlier, if people think I'm rich, you're fucking crazy. Do not forget to stop and smell the roses. I'm trying, man. Like, you know, they're right here. The roses are right here. Valentine's Day. I'm trying. I'm trying my best to just, but as an artist, this is how I communicate. This is how I express the things I see. And also, I do believe there's a war going on, and there's a spiritual war. And you know what? What I'm talking about in this song, it might get physical real quick. Like I said in my post, it might be time for good men to do bad things. And not that I'm not willing to roll up my sleeves and get my hands dirty physically, and if we gotta go there, we gotta go there. But in every army, they had them. They had the fucking. They had the band out front. They had the music. It's a battle cry. When I make songs that are political, and I'm not shitting on anybody that says that, if that's the way you want to call it, cool. I don't call it political. I definitely don't call what I'm about to talk about in this song political. Am I speaking on some figures that are politicians? Well, yeah, but I'm speaking on the world that around it. I'm just speaking on life. I make music with a message. I've said that for years. I make music with a message. I make real music about real life. I said that on Dictator too. Like I'm so the reality of the life that we live in is there's politicians and people in power, like evil people that run shit. And so this, yeah. I mean, I could bury my head in the sand and not talk about the shit like I said on the title of this. Just don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't talk about it. But how is that admirable? How is that? No, I haven't heard of that. But you know, how is that admirable to just fucking bury your head in the sand? But people, you know, oh, you're just doing it for the money. Just no, bitch, I'm doing it because that's what I do for a living. This is what I fucking do. I made a song about fucking basically just nothing, like the other like The food stamp freestyle joint. Like just fucking, like I have I went through my catalog the other day and there's like, I don't know, over 100 songs, like 120 songs or something like that. And it's about 2/3 that what I would consider just music about real life. And maybe a third of it that people could call. But the thing is, controversy, which all this stuff is controversial, right? Race and who's running for president, all this shit, the news and anger and that stuff sells or whatever, gets attention. So it snowballs, it gets up on top, and then because it's on top and nobody digs underneath into the other music, it just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that it looks like it looks like, oh, that's all it is, because that's what you see. But like I have tons of fucking music out that is not like, I don't know. It's just about normal shit. So it's not my fault that this world's so fucked up that drama is what the fuck everybody wants to hear about. Yeah, Christian is definitely, like, I still say like Christian is kind of like, that was supposed to be the Mises like theme song, like that, the mission statement song, that's like the mission statement of Mises. So much so that I've like still haven't put that to distribution because I feel like I dropped the ball when I was first doing that. And and then that's the other thing you gotta understand, like when my music hit, like caught, dang, it says 704K. That's crazy. I did not know that. When that song, like when Guest hit, like I was so unprepared to have a career, like as far as from a business standpoint. And I just did everything I could. And at the same time, within like 3 months, me and my wife, after, or maybe, yeah, like 3 months after that song, I got married. And then I had, I moved from where I was. I mean, so many things. All 2020 was a crazy fucking year for the whole world. And then it was a crazy year for me personally on top of that. So I dropped the ball almost every single fucking way possible in 2020 when it came to my career. And somehow I still came out like on top, like, holy what the fuck's going on? Like, I just had the best year of my career ever at the end of 2020. I remember feeling like that. And then I was like, okay. And I tried to get like some fucking direction in 2021. And then it was just kind of more of the same though. It just kept going. But, and then Dictator and that shit changed everything. And all of a sudden it's like now, I remember trying to almost run from that song. I'm trying to get, stmises.com is where there's merch, but there's not a whole lot of options available right now. And I don't even like that shit's up there because I don't know if I have sizes and I should almost just take it down. I'm working on merch. Again, business, there we go. It's right on cue what I'm saying. Like, so it's just, I'm a one-man band, so, I just make music that there's no like fucking agenda or plan or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? There's no script. It's just if something crazy in the fucking world happens, yeah, I'm probably gonna rap. Maybe after the Bryson split, maybe you and Tyson be open to doing a song together. Me and Tyson got a song together. Appreciate you. Luis. Is it Luis? I don't want to mispronounce it. Uh, I was so yeah. If something crazy is going on in the world, I might speak on it, man. That doesn't make me a political rapper, you know. I really just make music by what's going on in my life. Yeah, one nation under God. That's what Topher. Um, no, I'm trying to get a distributor for my merch, for my clothing and shit. It's like, bro, when I tell you, all I do is like music is I eat, sleep, shit, breathe music. So like I fucking that's why dog, there's nothing that fucking pisses me off more than people like, oh, you're money grabbing. It's like, motherfucker, you have no idea how little I fucking think about money to the point where it's a detriment to my own fucking career. I literally will run the opposite direction of money if something doesn't sit right with me. I will literally just fucking sit for months making music without fucking dropping anything because I totally forget that like you have to drop every fucking all the business fucking bullshit and that. Like I fucking literally am just an artist and the idea that's like, oh, you're making this song. No, bitch, I'm making this song and I'm not calling you I'm not calling anybody really specifically. I'm just calling, but people who are on some like just hate shit, like well shit. But not jagged. Like I'm not calling. I wasn't saying bitch. Like I'm saying when people accuse me, of shit, it's like you don't even fucking know me like that. You know what I mean? I know my heart, and I mean what the fuck I say in songs, and I know I mean what the fuck I'm saying in the song that I'm about to drop Friday. And I fucking man, what the fuck? Who cares if I made $1 million fucking dollars, which is fucking insane. Just so we're clear, nobody makes like money like that. Okay, not even like Tom, who's like probably the highest independent artist, whatever. Like nobody's making $1 million a fucking song or whatever. Not even fucking close. But it doesn't make sense to me how Tom makes the money he does, and with you like some skill, passion, drive. Because Tom is a very skilled artist. One, some people might not feel that way. That you're entitled to your opinion. I think he's a very talented artist. One, two, and it, Tom and Nova work together like so well. You know, she is the yang of the yin or the yin of the yang or whatever you want. Like when you have that combination of it's like it's a team, it's just a well operated team. So he was able to stay consistent, which is the fucking name of the game. You have to stay consistent. So he's a good artist. He understands marketing. That doesn't make someone a sellout or a clout chaser or nothing. It's fucking just some people understand art, some people understand business, some people understand both. I, to a small degree, understand both, but some people understand it better than others and whatever. And he understood how to do what he did. He had a vision. And once he caught, he just didn't take his foot off. And, and you know, he's just smart. Like, he's just fucking smart, you know, at the end of the day. Yeah, I appreciate it, Daniel. I'll make sure Mises doesn't find out. But yeah, Nova is amazing. She's a great. They work great together as a team, and so and I've tried, and maybe my wife has helped shoot videos. My wife has helped so much with shooting videos, but it's just not what she naturally is skilled in doing. It's not something that she, has a passion for. but she has tried to help in every way that she can possibly help, and has helped a ton, but it's just not something that's not what she does. So, um, you know, I had a video guy that was a good friend of mine that I've known for a long time before things popped off with the music. And when it did, he got on board and we put together a little bit of like a percentage on the back end kind of thing for videos he shot, and I edited them. And we did that for a long, long time. And then it came to a point where it wasn't making sense for either one of us. And we just went, no hard feelings. He shot the video I'm about to put out. Like, it's just a different arrangement that we have now. And it's all good, but it's just like, so I had that, but it's not the same as someone that lives under the same roof as you. And, he's married, he had kids and a life of his own. And it's just, it's not like just someone who it's like, hey, let's get up right now and go do this. Like, she's his ride or die. She's with him all the time. It's a perfect combination as an independent artist and the things that sounds like you use a business manager that's not selling out, by the way, involved. Trust them. Yeah, I tried to have a manager for a quick second. We weren't really yeah, streams literally are what you just wrote per stream. Yeah, it's bullshit. Artists get fucked when it comes to that. Literally watch Nova and make music, and it's cool to see. No, like she's dope, and she's very selfless too. You know what I mean? To kind of put her stuff. I'm not saying Tom told her to do that by any means. I don't know, I'm not trying to imply that, but I'm just saying she's very talented, you know what I mean? So she could very, if she was prideful or big headed, that might not work as well the way it worked. But clearly she's very humble to do, take the role she took in that process. And and I'm proud of both of them, man. I'm happy for them, bro. Me and Tom don't talk like a ton, but we've, ever since we did the song together with Adam Mears, like, we've kept in touch, and every now and then we'll, talk a little bit. And, I'm happy as fuck for the dude. I really, I'm glad we got a chance to know each other and get to meet each other and get to know each other. And so he's just, like I said, but, the reason that he's killing it financially and shit like that is because he's talented, he's smart, and he's got, Nova and him work great together. And he's made, he's consistent. And there's just, there's certain things that it's not luck. You know what I'm saying? It's not, no, I've not heard of that dude, and I was so happy when you and Tom and Adam. I never thought I would see the day. Yeah, no, that song was fun, and shooting the video and everything was cool. But like, um, yeah, his sister helping. It's like a whole family thing, and taking that job managing you. But I had to take care of a special little old lady. Nah, man, and y'all go show some love to Daniel's. If you go to his Facebook or I think on his Instagram, or you can go to my Facebook or my YouTube community post, and you can check out Granny Ruth's GoFundMe. It would be greatly appreciated if y'all went over there and did that. You can find it on any of my socials. Just scroll down a little bit. I posted yesterday. It's not far. It's not hard to find it. The link and everything is in there. Daniel has gone above and beyond. As many of you in here show love, but Daniel's just, the dude is really, 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 really just gone all the way in for the last 6 years, or as long as I can remember. He's been just fucking all in, for trying to get my music out there. Saint Squad, right? Exactly. And so I'm just if I can bring some attention to that GoFundMe that he has to help with his arrangements for his grandmother who just recently passed, y'all should really take a second to go over there, man, for real. Like, I'm genuinely asking y'all, take a minute after this live and either look on my page, you can literally, on the same YouTube you're on, you can go to my community post and you can see all the information. You just gotta, it's like the second or third post down, you'll see it. Or it's on my Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, all my social medias are Saint Mesus, like this, my YouTube. But y'all should definitely go there and whatever you can give, $1, $5, anything will help people, you know, and I know Daniel will greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Jagged, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad we had a chance to actually, you know, kind of talk. I know it's not talking on your end, but same thing, man. But yeah, I appreciate it, dog. And, you know, I get pissed off when people accuse me of, there's only a few things. You can call me whack, you can call me whatever, because I just let that shit roll off. But when my integrity and shit like that, it does drive me crazy. And I really wasn't even talking about you in this reason I started this. It was more a post on a comment that I just saw a few minutes ago from some dude that was basically, you know, accusing me of this song that I'm putting out Friday of, you know, doing it for the money and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I guess staying silent, don't talk about it. That's the, that's the more admirable thing, you know? Like, just nothing to see here, you know, I don't know. I get it, there's grifters, man. I just ain't one of them. I definitely ain't fucking a grifter. I ain't a grifter, I ain't a sellout, I ain't none of that whack shit. Not saying I'm perfect, far from it, man. I'm far from perfect, but I'm far from finished, bro. Like, that's a fact. So, I'm gonna eat this food that's been sitting out. My fucking gourmet fucking frozen pizza. Not so frozen no more. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your evening, man. It was good chopping it up with y'all. Yeah, man, it's definitely dropping, Daniel. I'm actually gonna go edit. I gotta finish editing that video. An artist writes what affects him. I like that. That's real. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your night. I'm gonna shut it down, man. God bless y'all. If you're still in here, please go check out my community post. Anything you can do to support that GoFundMe for my homeboy Daniel, his grandmother passing. Please take a minute. $1, man. There's 33 people in here. If all 33 of y'all went and gave $1, that's $33. If y'all gave 2, it's 66. You gave 3, it's $100 almost, right? So like, don't think like, oh, what's my little measly whatever. It all adds up and helps, man, for real. So, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. If I can figure out how to do